Okay. It seems to be there.
Oh, you're right. Okay, 1 minute. Okay.
Just gonna grab the YouTube link. I'm just popping the YouTube link into the Facebook
Group chat.
the Facebook video. Hello Angela, hello Tina, hello Deborah, and I will just have to add the YouTube link. Hello Kelly, hello Joanne. Okay. Because this will be deleted in 30 days by Facebook. So I do make sure that, I'm just putting this in the Creative Family group, I do make sure that I have the YouTube link everywhere, because it will be deleted. Hello Margaret, hello Di. You missed me. Oh well. I missed you all too. Hello Tash. We had a very good time. We did. Okay. Okie doke. So I didn't pick what I'm using. I thought you put in those hexagons. You told me I was using hexagons.
Yeah, I'll put the hexagon templates in the top.
I can't find them.
You sure?
Oh no, I think I found them. Apparently I'm using hexagons. Hi Karen. Apparently I'm using hexagons. So Naomi decided. Okay. And these yellow roses that she's adding right now.
They're added. What are we calling these ones?
Because
they're just called their name in the camera folder.
Outline butterflies.
Oh,
maybe?
actually, they're called the D2D.
Yep.
Outline. Do you want that?
Yep. So
that's very much sheep stations out there.
It's probably not the best paper to put this on, but this is what I'm using.
I can hear a kitten crying.
Can you? I can't. I can hear the heater. Oh, it's too cold here.
I can hear heaven firing up.
Wow. Me and my beanie buddy over here.
Beanies for life.
Yellow roses.
I don't know how long my phone will last on 21%, but the best of the two out there are going to find out.
Right. Oh, jeez, I've got those in the packet. Packet for Sunday night. Okay, so that's what you get in that. Hello, Beck.
Yes, that's
hello, Carol and Diana. Hello, Mary. Feels like -1. 6 degrees. Hello, Mel. Yeah, well, it's cold. It is cold. So that's yellow roses. And then this other one is This is up as well. These are devoted to denim outline butterflies.
We only have one that uses one and else using this. I don't know what any of the others have gone.
There you go. I don't know what she's after. Just the cold here as well. Yes, yes, it's just cold. I'm sure it's colder where most of you are, but than what it is here. But it is very cold for here. So there you go. And I'm using apparently these chipboards, or one of these. How beautiful are you? Beautiful you, and being yourself is the best person to be. So let's take one of these butterflies. Let's see this one.
Butterflies doesn't look
And oh, I know what.
Could I perhaps borrow the phone charging lead that you had here?
What's that?
The lead that was charging.
What's over here somewhere?
Well,
Is that an Australian charger?
yes.
Oh, okay. Just making sure we can use something. I shouldn't. It's right there.
Oh.
You nearly bit your hand.
I'm trying to say the capacity out here of going flat where, you know. Or say.
Let's add some color to this. My brush is a bit big.
I'm pretty glad to be home.
I don't think they heard you.
Can you see the YouTube comments on there as well? Yes.
I love the butterflies. Gosh, there's a few butterflies in that pack. Yep. Yes, we're very glad to be home. Hello, Trish. It's a holiday. Favorite part. Favorite part was the food was cheaper. I'm not enjoying how expensive it is to feed a family in Australia. Just gonna say, I don't enjoy that. I really don't enjoy how dear it is to feed a family here. It was, I will say, a lot easier to feed a family on a budget in Japan. There we go. And we did not eat street food. So you don't need to eat street food. The locals actually really don't eat street food in Japan. We know. So then you can shape your butterflies. While they're wet, it's easy to shape them because when they dry, they sort of like really stay there. So none of the color moved. That's because these are now pigment printed. Let's get a pen to do the middle bit. A bit of gold. But yeah, we definitely enjoyed our holiday. There's so many things. Like we went up Tokyo Tower, we went up Sky Tower, Disneyland, Disney Sea, Bullet Train. Doing an 8-hour trip in less than 3 hours or 3 hours. There we go. We'll leave that there to dry and then see what it does. Oh, I shouldn't have shut those. I'm just going to leave them open to dry so they don't go mouldy. Well, it's probably too cold to go mouldy.
Oh yeah.
Then again, it's the subtropics. You never know.
Yes.
It was very hot in Japan, I will say that.
Busy.
But obviously we whinge in the cold. Okay, so I'm using hexagons. And these are the papers they've got me. It's Nature Relay number 1. I've got Cats and Dogs number 5. I can see why that was picked.
You actually get $5.
And then I've got Sunny Days number 3. Cutest Farm number 6, obviously leaning towards green here. Cutest Farm number 4, green and brown. Oh no, that wasn't cute. None of those are Cutest Farm. They're Cutest Garden. It's got a gnome. It's Cutest Garden. Cutest Garden number 4. I'm making one scrapbook page and I've got 4 pieces of white. I've got Happy Land number 6. Super Fun Times number 2. Got some words. It's not polite to eat food on the street. The locals will be sitting down somewhere. Well, actually, they weren't even buying street food, Deborah, in a lot of places. Like in Dotonbori, the locals weren't even buying the street food.
We didn't buy the street.
And a lot of places, the locals really didn't buy. Yeah, they went to like restaurants or convenience stores like we did. Or, yeah, they didn't. Yeah. In real touristy areas, it was only tourists buying street food, which was very interesting. Milton won't eat street food. I reckon he's had a bad experience.
We did have a couple of hawkers come and try and
Just Honey Day 3 for out. Cool. How did Quentin go?
Cool.
Deserve it. Thank you very much, Tina. Interesting concept. So a lot of people said it was hard to find gluten-free food in Japan, and we didn't find anything that was labeled gluten-free, really. Well, we didn't actually look. When we arrived, it was very late at night. Like we sat down to eat our first dinner at midnight, and that we had foraged at the 7-Eleven downstairs.
It wasn't amazing.
Or downstairs next door. The boys didn't have any problems with gluten. So I would say the flour they use is more rice-based, and the wheat they use is not heavily reliant on gluten and gluten additives. Like the flour they use is not heavily reliant on gluten additives for it to last an eternity. So they don't hoard food. They don't buy masses of food. They don't buy more than what they need. They only buy for that day or that day and the next day or maybe a couple of days. They don't have big fridges. They don't cook a lot of food themselves. And therefore, there is a fair bit of sugar in the breads and the bread products, but we did a lot of walking, so that didn't really harm us. But there was next to no gluten in any of the foods. I would say that they don't have gluten in their food. It would probably be in street food because the street food is made to meet a Western palate, like to meet a tourist's palate. Whereas we didn't eat street food. We actually ate what a Japanese family would eat. And we stayed in areas where there were no tourists a little bit. So we didn't have, gluten wasn't an issue for us, which was really surprising. And we didn't realize until a few days in that we hadn't been eating technically gluten-free and there were no issues. And the rice, so Naomi's got an allergy to rice, so her eczema flares up when she eats lots of rice, and her eczema did not flare up. And we ate a lot of rice, and we ate a lot of their bread products that have rice in the rice flour. So at the end of the day, their rice is better than our rice. I'm really sorry. Sounds terrible, but yeah. Generally went to restaurants and Family Mart stores. Did eat some delicious sushi and sashimi at the fish market. Out of the tourist areas would be much cheaper. So Family Mart, 7-Eleven and Lawson's are basically around about the same prices. The Lawson's at the airport might be slightly dearer. And there was one in Tokyo that was just slightly dearer on the coffee. We found underneath the shopping center on Disney Island a supermarket type convenience store, not as big as a supermarket, but bigger than a convenience store. And there was no English on any of the packaging at all in the place. And there were no tourists in there at all. It was where all the workers shopped and that, and it was really amazing. Like, it was really cool. But the feeding your family costs a fifth, if not less, than what it costs here to feed your family. There wasn't a lot of price variance. We were paying the same price for things in different cities. But outside the tourist areas, we were an anomaly. In the tourist areas, that's the only place I could say that the toilets were a little dirty. They weren't dirty. There was just rubbish on the floor and people made a bit of a mess. That was only in touristy areas. We caught a lot of trains that tourists don't catch. Because we didn't Uber or taxi at all. We just train the whole way. It was pretty cool. We had a great time. But yeah, I have realized it is extremely expensive to eat here in Australia and to feed a family. I like these two patterns. Maybe we do. So she's told me I'm doing hexagons. It's not bad. Maybe not. This was on top, so I'm assuming that that is what I'm being pushed to use the most. There's lots of white. But yeah, it was amazing. It was really cool. We would definitely go back again. We'll have to save my pennies. But you can definitely, yeah. We went to one restaurant, but Milton knows, has been there before a few times to this restaurant. We were going to go to another restaurant, but we actually couldn't get in. Maybe a pocket. Maybe instead of using this, we'll use the vellum. Put that there. Marks are very different to ours, and yes, no English on anything. Some of them had a bit of English. Depends on where you went. Some of the brands did different foods, but they get their delivery in the morning, and they get like meals. So they get a delivery. The Family Marts, 7-Elevens, and Lawson's get a delivery every day. Some of them, if they're in a really high traffic busy area, they'll get 2 a day. And they get delivered like dinners, which they microwave the dinner there. Like they will put it in the microwave for you and microwave your dinner or your lunch. Dinners, lunches, there is sushi, different kinds of sushi. And then bread products like melon pans and eclairs, which are Japanese, but they're really not. Their eclairs are way nicer. And nothing's stale. So there's no stale food. It's fresh every day. Even the packaged breads. And you don't just go in and buy a loaf of bread. You buy, like it's got 4 slices of bread in it. It's just enough. But you're not paying for the convenience either. You're not paying extra for the convenience. Rice here, I couldn't eat till friend Tommy. I had to wash the rice. Yes, you've got to wash your rice before you cook your rice here. You really need to wash rice here before you cook it, because otherwise there's just too much excess starch on it.
So what are we doing tonight?
Hello, Diane. Hello, Diane as well. Diane and Diane. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Dee. But yeah, so very different to ours. And yeah, we found one proper supermarket and in the little Mount Fuji, like in the town under Mount Fuji, and it was pretty cool. I got some fruit there. I got a fruit plattery thing for the kids. They ate the next day on the train, like on the bullet train the next day, but it wasn't. Yeah, I wouldn't rush back to a supermarket in Japan. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I liked the convenience store. Let's do a 3-inch hexagon. I really like the convenience store style. Yeah, just enough. And it was also quite cheap to eat. Hello, Carmel. How are you? I'm just going to straighten this up. I thought it was straight. There. Right. Could be because we have such a small population, so spread out. Yes. But it's also, we don't... Yeah, I think a lot of it is that it was very interesting that there were a lot of people working. There were people cleaning and people were happy to do their job, and there was lots of customer service. Whereas here you go to a convenience store and there's one person in it, there would be 4 people. And they would all be working and they were busy and yeah. Definitely differences. Okay, so we put hexagons coming across and then okay, so I've got this Nature's Way vellum, so let's put that on. Then I've got to find, let's trim it out. Going to do like a 5 1/4 by 7 3/4. Do you need the code for that, Naomi?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Karen. Hello, Leslie. Just seen a photo up here. Okay. So we do like a bit of coming across. We put this being yourself is the best person to be. I don't know what color will do that. Let's do a bit of like maybe a bit of this on the metallic paint set, maybe a bit of this color here, this daffodilly color, and then a tiny bit of this, and then we'll put a little bit of like this tealy color here, maybe some of that bluey teal color there, lemon, daffodil, teal, and bluey teal. Let's get a bigger paintbrush. What did we buy at the scrapbooking store? What did we buy at the scrapbooking store?
I bought some like bellies and stuff.
Yeah, I bought some molds. Some resin molds. What else did I buy? I'm going to put some water in each of these colors. Oh, Naomi bought some washi tape for her art journal. They gave me some washi tape for Naomi. They gave her some washi tape. What else did we buy? What's something else? Amelia got some stuff. We didn't really buy a lot of stuff while we were in Japan. Does that make sense? We mostly survived. Like,
We want for the experience.
most of our budget was spent on accommodation and experiences. I will say that. Now let's start with this sunflower color. And then we're just gonna... I've got to find a water spritz, but I don't. What's something else at the scrapbook shop? I haven't actually unpacked all that. We've unpacked our clothes, but we haven't unpacked any shopping yet. Got hats at Disney. Quinn and I got hats. And Naomi got Disney ears. We had to replace Noah's because we lost his Disney ears.
In Mount Fuji.
Yep, we accidentally left his Disney ears in Mount Fuji. Yeah. The people that own the house where we stayed, their kids have now got a new set of Disney ears. So we'll have to take the children to Disney now. put some ribbon there, didn't I? Everyone grabbed stuff. Yeah. Wherever we went, everyone grabbed what they wanted. Like the boys would grab, if they wanted washi tape or our little books or journals or that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Disney was amazing. Was it worth it? Oh, Mary. It's beyond worth it. It was well worth it. Expo was really cool. Expo was hot. Went to Expo on our first day there. Expo was very hot, but it was really good. We walked over 26,000 steps the day we went to Expo. And yes, Expo was very hot, but it was cool. We got to go straight in at the Australian Pavilion because we were Australians. Obviously, we were Aussies. There weren't many families on the Expo site that weren't Japanese. Oh, there were a lot of people holidaying from Korea. While we were there as well, we met a heap of Korean families. Okay, I'm going to move that over there. Now I'm just going to put this up to dry. It's a bit busy, but it will lighten up. Trust me. Okay, now let's put this together. Oops. I'm glad the kids organised it. I'm so glad. I don't think we would have organised it for ourselves. Nope. I'm pretty sure we would not have organised it for ourselves. Okay. Do want another yellow rose. That might do. What do we think? This one will hang off the page. Then, what was the expo about? So it's like Expo 88 was here in Australia. So it's every country, all the countries of the world have a stand. Well, not all the countries, but most of them. They have a stand and they show how awesome they are. So for big countries like Australia, it's about getting people to come and visit us. for small countries like Democratic Congo or Samoa or Somalia and Rwanda, it's about encouraging people to invest in their. Some countries it's just not touristy visit, but it's encouraging investment in their country. It's educating the public about their country. Like, I didn't know that Pakistan had the most amazing pink salt. So they paved their stand and clad the walls of their stand with pink salt. So, yeah, and then artwork made out of the salt. It was amazing. We lined up for a bit to go into Pakistan, and you didn't know what you were walking into because it had a black wall out the front that had copper tiles, so ceramic tiles that were covered in copper leaf, and then you went in and it was all salt, and it was very calming actually, being in a room that was completely clad in pink salt. It was beautiful and it was calming. But yeah, Expo it's an exposition. It's very much based on Prince Albert's concept of a world exposition or exhibition. So that is the concept, and it's every 5 years. The next one is in 2030 in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So we actually made a point of going into theirs. They're doing some amazing stuff with coral regeneration. So some countries had big, massive stands and some like big, massive pavilions, and others were in big group pavilions where there were like 20 or 30 countries in one pavilion, one building together. It depended on the economy of the country and how much they were able to invest. Some countries couldn't even afford to send staff. Australia's was pretty cool. It was you went through. So now I've used the sunflower. Now I'm using a little bit of the tealy color. You went through like a man-made forest, and it was all made out of like, there was all plastic trees and that sort of stuff, because obviously they couldn't take gum trees over, but it was very well done. And then you found the animals, the holograms of the animals on a list, and then you went in and you watched a big surround projection of Australian landscapes. Like some of it was from here, the mangroves were from here, and because we're the bottom of the reef. It was pretty cool. But Saudi Arabia talked about their different things like sport, women in sport, innovations in para sport, as far as prosthetics, and also like that they're rebuilding their coral reef with 3D printed coral base. There you go, look at that. While I talked. So I have used this daffodil colour, and then I use this bluey teal colour, which obviously I like these two because I use a lot. I use an awful lot of that colour. It's not as aqua as this one, but it's a bit more tealy. And we'll see how that goes because it's going to dry fairly metallic. It might not be enough. It might not have enough oomph. still Expos. Expo 88 in Brisbane was good. Well, Expo 88 was like $99 to go into. So it was like 44 or 45 per person to go into. It's a huge price difference. Gonna move this over a bit so I can do my hexagons. But yes, it was really good. Sounds like a great. It was very informative. The really big ones, we didn't get to go into any of the Japanese ones. Some of them you had to pre-book. We had to book the time, and when we bought the tickets, we had to book the time and the day we were going to line up, and then we were lined up. We arrived an hour early and thought, well, we'll get in and we'll line up. And we lined up in the sun. That's the only bad thing, was we were lined up in the sun for an hour. And let's put a pocket down here. So this is a Happy Land pocket. I'm going to use this one. And yeah, it was pretty hot, but they had like air coolers, but there was no cover. It's just unseasonably hot. This sort of thing. Loved Expo Brisbane. Yeah, Expo was really good. So we didn't get to go into any of the Japanese ones. We did India. We did not realize we were in India at first because they were calling it a different name. Some of them had shops, but we didn't really, because we were carting everything we had with us, and we were carting a lot of water. We drank a lot of water in Japan. Their water is really nice. Their bottled water mostly comes from a company called Suntory, and it is actually very clean. But the water is drinkable. Most of the water. It will say if it's not drinkable water, but mostly the water is very, very good in Japan. But yeah, we did the big pavilions, most of the big pavilions, and you get a passport, just like we did in Brisbane. The kids got a passport and got stamps. Actually, we all did. Their mascot was a bit of a weird creature, but that's okay. So I've cut out my pocket, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up where the score line is, and see how on the center mark on my scoreboard I actually have a pencil line. So I can do this, and then I turn it and do the next one. We went into the big fancy special gallery in Tokyo where they have the Great Wave. So, you know, do we have a picture of the Great Wave, Naomi? Do we have something with the Great Wave on it? Do you want to grab a fan out of one of those suitcases or something? Oh, is your washi tape on your desk?
No, but I got this one.
Oh, here you go. I bought a journal in. So the Great Wave. So we saw original prints of the Great Wave. We went into the exhibition, the 2-story exhibition of his life and his, was it 3 stories? I think it might have been 3 stories. His life and his works. And
it was a 4-story building, but 2-story, but one story was the entrance.
Yeah, there were 2 stories of exhibition.
One, so it was just 2.
And it was beautiful. So yes, that was pretty exciting. We did Tokyo Tower, so we're up, what was that, 150 floors in the air?
Yeah.
And we did Sky Tower, where we were on top of a building 300 meters in the air. Yes. It was pretty cool. So now if we do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do 12. And what have we got? We've got 3 patterns. Do you want the number for the hexagon? For the pocket?
Oh, yes, please.
It's just there. So I've got a Happy Land 6, and I've got a Cutest Garden 4, and I've got a Sunny Days 3. So I think with the Sunny Days one, I'm probably going to use like a bit of a mixture of the colours, but not necessarily the pinky colour, like, and not as much of, and not this colour here, this dark green. But yeah, they still have an expo every 5 years. I don't know. It doesn't add up because we had ours in 88 in Brisbane.
Pandemic.
Oh yeah, pandemic probably. Oh no. Would have been 2018. I don't know. Someone was trying to tell me on a train, an English guy was telling me that they do one every 2 years in Osaka. I'm not sure that's correct. So we've got one in this green here to match the leaves. And then we'll do one down in this corner because I like the pattern in there. We went to that intersection in is it Shibuya, where it's one of the busiest intersections in the world, pedestrian intersections in the world. And then we'll do just here, we'll do 2 here, I think. What do I need? 12. So yeah, we went through the intersection quite a few times because we backtracked and we went to different places. And all in one day. I don't know how many steps we did that day. Or that might have been a 20,000 step day. We had a couple of them. Is there another colour we want? Let's try those 4 out of that one. And then let's do 3 along the top here. Oh. Yeah. Let's do them through the middle here. And I'm going to try and keep this one fairly straight because it has writing and it has a directional sort of pattern. It has a geometric pattern. In Fuji City, we found a park. We hired a car in Fuji City after taking the bullet train, and we found a park that then happened to have a museum. It would be really beautiful in cherry blossom season, the park. But it was beautiful as it was. And the butterflies were getting around. And there were people there with their children and butterfly nets. The kids just chasing butterflies. It was very nice. It was a very relaxing park. And then we found out about the Bamboo Princess. So the museum was about the Bamboo Princess. And we like we've watched the Bamboo Princess movie a couple of times, Millie and I.
Now I know what the Bamboo Princess movie is.
Yeah, well, we've watched it.
I know. I forgot that it was about the Bamboo Princess.
Yeah.
And now I do know that it's about her.
So we know all about the Bamboo Princess.
Mhm.
And Amelia did the learny thing about the Bamboo Princess,
Mhm.
didn't you? And they gave you a postcard.
Yes. Well, it was a photo.
It's a photo.
I'm gonna go clean my teeth.
Oh, yeah? Where's Dad?
Still out talking to Noah.
Oh, is he yakking no on the phone?
Yeah.
So this was a 3-inch hexagon. Hello, Amelia, says Tina.
Hello.
Expo date changed in 2000. I think it must have. Because I didn't think you wouldn't do an expo every 2 years. Honestly, it's the scale it's on. It's amazing. We brought back clear umbrellas. If anyone's been to Japan, they would have seen the umbrellas that people pick up and drop off at all sorts of places. Well, we got ourselves some clear umbrellas and we got them home. Thanks to Naomi John. It was a mean feat, but she got them in one of the suitcases. But I was not after buying, umbrellas. Because one place they were the equivalent of $18, but we paid the equivalent of $8 for ours. But yes, we have clear umbrellas. We had to use the staff ones on Disney Island where we stayed because some other Aussies had proudly told everyone on the shuttle bus that they had stolen all of the umbrellas and were going to take them back to Australia. All the guest umbrellas. So, yeah. No, it was a bit wet.
Yeah, monsoon was the first.
It was wet in the morning, the day. It was a bit wet when we went to Disneyland, but it was okay. We did get lost on Tom Sawyer Island, and we didn't think we'd get off Tom Sawyer Island because it was sort of raining, and
The map didn't say you are here thing.
The map didn't say you are here. It was a bit hard to orientate, and then when the map started melting in the rain, and then Noah swatted the map with an umbrella and it went into a trillion pieces. We were pretty, so in the end we just backtracked, but not through the cave where Naomi slipped over.
Okay, like there may have been.
But we were on Tom Sawyer Island at Disneyland a little longer than intended because we kind of almost got lost. The barrel bridge should have been supervised, but was not.
People that were meant to be supervising us.
They'd run off.
Because it was raining. By the time we got there.
It was quite heavy rain. We did roller coasters. If you have a look, Quentin shared lots of stuff on his Facebook and Instagram. I shared a heap on my Instagram and Facebook. And did you share anything, Naomi? No.
No.
Quentin and my Facebook and Instagram are actually open and public. So
Noah shared a lot as well.
Noah shared quite a bit as well. But yeah, there's a lot on there. Although one day it shared, 2 days it shared one picture each from the day before on mine. I don't know why. Probably operator error. One. you? Do the Mario Kart thing. No, we didn't, but we did see someone that had got hurt doing it. Coming back into Australia or leaving Japan. No, we didn't. I didn't.
Is that the people that said goodbye Japan?
Yes, it was, Dad.
It was the twins that said goodbye Japan as they were getting on our plane.
You stacked your Mario Kart.
Yes. One of them had an injury and the other one had
I was well bandaged.
yeah, and the other one had a mask on because he felt like he had caught a bug. They were happy to leave Japan. We saw a few sets of twins, Aussie twins actually, men in their 20s, over in Japan for some reason. About 4 sets we saw.
I liked the fact that we found a park that not many tourists would go to. That was the Bamboo Princess.
Oh, the Bamboo Princess.
And then-
And they never see, and there's no English. So you really knew when you were in a non-tourist area where you were with locals because there was no English at all.
And the lookout.
And the lady was just beyond excited that she had tourists in her museum. She was just beside herself excited.
She had lots of Japanese tourists.
There were lots and lots of Japanese tourists. And it's a place where people make a pilgrimage to the Bamboo Princess Museum.
It would be beautiful.
Yeah. I wanted to do the Tokyo Drift experience. Yes. Bit of a hoon here. But I didn't do the extra it's only $50. I didn't do the extra $50 on our travel insurance to do different experiences. No, you didn't have to have a driver's license for that one. As it was, Milton had to get an international driver's license. To hire a car because we hired a car. We only did one of those, but yes, we didn't do the Mario Kart because Amelia couldn't do Mario Kart. We did try and make sure she could do everything. We did.
She was also she's quite a thrill seeker.
Yes, she did like a lot of the thrill rides. Quentin, Amelia, and I did not do the Tower of Terror, although we probably should have done the Tower of Terror. I did do some things that I shouldn't have done with high blood pressure, apparently, on the in Disneyland and Disney Sea, but they weren't that bad. We did go on one ride where they probably should have had more safety than what they did, but that's okay.
Millie was small.
Yeah. I had to hold her in one ride. We went on one ride where the boys had to go through a safety induction because they were too tall. Their legs were too long for the carriage. So they had to sit in a particular carriage. So we all went in a particular carriage and
they had to sit in the front row. And
they had to
they
be
got wet.
in the front row together and they got absolutely soaked. Went in train stations where the boys had to scooch down because they were too tall. We had a great time. Right. I think I'd like that one there. No, I don't like that there. Is the writing the right way up? Gotta have the writing the right way up. And I don't think I'm going to be too precious with how they line up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I needed as many as what I thought. Just thinking. like it. Okay, let's distress the edges of those. I have a fine edge distressor. See, we were in Rockhampton teaching the weekend before we left. Right, let's snip this out. It's dry now. Oh, yes, we have lots of memories. I haven't even got all the photos. Better to have more to choose from. Yes. Super duper thrill for you. Yes. Yeah, it was a very good experience. Team Labs was good. We did that. We did a lot of experiences. So we spent most of our budget on experiences. It was mostly just the flights, the experiences, the meals, and the food. We didn't have a lot of shopping money. Noah ran out of clothes because he lost weight. So one pair of his good shorts didn't fit. So I did have to buy him some shorts. And then when we were there, we got Naomi some clothes. Amelia got a pair of really cool, like thin organza, thin socks that all the Japanese teenagers wear. And I did see some older ladies wearing them as well, but won't go there. Let's snip this one off. But Milton was amazing. Google Maps works really well in Japan, so it even tells you what train stop, which platform, because you do walk between train stations up and down levels and that. And they go up to 6 levels underground, the train stations in Tokyo, and it also tells you how much your train journey is going to cost you. So there's a lot of trains. I think I like this. I think we might use a bit of one of these up here. Like a bit of this one. Let's just do snip, snip, snip. And then do like that kind of thing in the corner. I don't know. I might have snipped the wrong bit off. Should be right. Okay, let's distress the edges of these. Yeah, fashion was very open. There was lots of people in like themed outfits. Disneyland was a bit cray with the themed outfits. So was Disney Sea. Like we saw couples, like whole families with matching t-shirts, and then couples with matching shirts, and then we saw like how many? There were 2 or was it 3 couples we saw, Naomi, that were like they were both dressed as Elizabeth Swann and Jack Sparrow. They dressed as their favorite characters. There
were a lot more.
People got right into it. There's the whole vintage movement. There's a lot of people, even older ladies dressing as schoolgirls.
So you only use these 2 for hexagons?
Yeah, I did in the end. I didn't really use the leaves in the
Okay,
end.
the 6 and sunny days
3.
paper 3.
I tried not to cut into the numbers. But yeah, it was I like how people express themselves. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I'm gonna stay out here until Dad gets out of the way.
Oh, are you just?
I'm saying good night. Good night, hello, goodbye.
Showing his teeth. Need to clean them better. Bye. See you when you're done.
See ya.
Bye. Okay. I'm just looking at it. We need to. I think we need to map the photo. The photo's kind of receding. Okay. But this chunk of Happy Land number 6. Let's say good night. What were the tubs from Bunnings? Oh no, that was IKEA.
Oh, now.
You just, yes.
That is a little bit of a
Yep.
to be continued.
That's a to be continued. So I'm going to cut a 6 1/4. They're IKEA tubs by 4 1/4.
They're for the very near future.
They're for the very near future, yes. Yes, they are.
Who's wondering?
Tina. And we've got geez, yep. We've got we when we were back in Brisbane we had to get what did we get? Oh, we were driving out of Brisbane. We got the ligature for Naomi's clarinet. We had to get her a new holder reed in.
Amelia and I have been sharing.
Had to tick off some things on our to-do list. Apparently Quentin and I are going to a parents, well, it's not a parents dinner, it's a parents soiree at the college where Noah lives in September.
That's a bit fancy.
Yeah. So I'll be going to a soiree.
Should be fun.
We've got to go back and get the bonnet catch on the car fixed in any case.
Are these better?
Yeah, that is better. That's a lot better.
I have the code for the chipboard. I don't think we've added.
Yeah, the chipboard's in.
I have the rest of the sheet.
4006.
Oh, well, it's definitely in that.
I don't know. Okay, let's start. Let's have a look at our background. It's not dry. Don't tell me we missed it.
No, it's in. Don't worry.
Okay, so let's leave that to dry for a mini more, and then let's just add like tape, etc. to our elements.
Are we using any of the butterflies?
I don't know. Not 100% sure. So if we prepare our elements, when we put our page together, it will be easier to put together. I'm not sure on this piece. I'm not sold. Yeah, I think it works. So if you're going to go to Japan, it is actually cheaper to fly into Osaka with Jetstar.
I like your sweater.
Thank you. But you do have to, like, you don't get a meal. And you have to pay for your luggage. So you be careful about your luggage. But you also can take snacks. We took snacks. And when you come back, as long as you eat your open food, like either way, as long as you eat the open food before you arrive at your destination, you're all okie doke. We had sushi on the plane. The kids did. Well, we all did on the way home. And some of the snacks they only ate. Well, some of the snacks they only finished today, the packaged snacks. So it's this weird popcorn.
Yeah, not my favourite.
Wasn't my favourite snack. I can understand why it's the last one left. Favorites for breakfast were the pancakes that had maple syrup between two pancakes, and it was glued in with like butter that didn't need to be refrigerated. Not much butter, but yes, 2 pancakes sandwiched together with maple syrup in between. That is a favorite of our children. Just going to add the tape to the back of this pocket. I do tape and glue. And then apple danishes. Chocolate eclairs were a real hit because you could get a pack of 6 little ones. And they were amazing. Better than what you buy here in Australia. I'm going to say that. But yes, there were different things that were hits. But we did try different stuff all the time. We tried different snacks. We tried dried was it octopus, Naomi?
Squid.
Dried squid. Dried squid was very tough to eat. For Noah's birthday for breakfast, we had a weird food breakfast, and we had like tongue and what was one of the other meats? Duck and tongue and different pastries that were really weird. We ate duck again a few times. We ate tongue again. Millie loved it. So you didn't tell her what she was eating until she was eating it.
She was right up there.
Yes, please, butterfly. On my list first, Sunshine Coast and Gladstone. Yeah. Need to come to Gladdy. Okay. Well, it's not dry, but we'll make an effort to stick this while it's wet. Okay, so we know this one's going to go over here. Is there any wet through there? No. There is there. Let's go here where there's no wet with the T-ruler. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? So I want it to go off the edge. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit it there and then test it. It was done right. It was actually packaged. It was, you know, like how our ham's packaged. It's sort of like that. And it was really done well. And so was the duck. And they were sort of like where if you bought like a cold noodle salad mix, like a box, like it's a bowl and it's got the noodles in the bottom, and then you've got like you've got like your liquid to put with your noodles to sort of like make them move a bit more, and then you've got like you might have shallot, ginger, bean sprouts, just different bits and pieces with it. They don't always come with meat, so what you do is you get a packet of like duck or tongue or something and you put with it for your meat. So yes, duck was definitely something that they ate quite a bit of, and the tongue as well, because it was done beautifully. And then this one is going to go over here. It's like that. So I'm not being that particular to match up my my pieces. I've never ate commercially done tongue before, cooked tongue, that I haven't done myself or my mum's done. So it was very interesting, but it was very well done. It was pork, but there was no beef. We didn't eat beef the whole trip. There was very little beef. They mostly only, in Japan, they mostly only eat Wagyu, and it was very expensive, and it was mostly just in the tourist areas that there was beef. There was very little beef. And then we're going to put our little pocket here, like that. But what I do with my pocket is I get my bone folder. You could use the one out of your scoreboard, and I just run it along to burnish my tape to make sure there's no like trapped air. It's the trapped air that can make tape go off. Good tape, not good tape goes off in any case, no matter what you do, kind of. And then I add a tiny bit of glue, and I'm just spreading it out with the nozzle, because we don't want like globby bits of glue. We just want a little glue. Spread, 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 spread. And I'm sure everyone is very thankful that Tina did her videos. Tina did 2 classes did 2 videos in the Creative Family group while we're gone. So appreciate it. It is amazing. I was meant to organise that before I left, but it was very chaotic before we left. Just getting everything done. Like, I didn't even get to pre-record classes because I was just trying to make sure everything was done. Make sure everyone's orders were out. I'm not impressed that they line up.
Do you think we're going to add anything else? So
I don't think we are.
I'm just going to go through the materials with you so I've got it all. I've got a piece of white cardstock, Happy Land paper 6, Sunny Days paper 3, the pocket page, Nature's Way vellum, the Sunshine Florals colour cut, and the chipboard.
So what was that again? Nature's Way
Paper,
vellum.
Vellum, Happy Land pocket page, the vellum, the Sunshine Florals colour cut, and the chipboard. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Not gonna add any butterflies?
Uh,
If you don't, I'll use them on Monday. I'll help you out there.
Okay, let's put a bit of chippy strip behind the top of this leaf. Okay, you want to use them, I take it.
Well, just a little bit.
There you go. Naomi John wants to use the butterflies. They were kind of designed for her.
I did do a bit of a request.
So, got to be inside the page. And this is going to go here. Let's put this white-ish flower on chippy strip. Let's look for tweezers. Oh, I've lost her. So then let's put this leaf here. Notice how with a cluster, all the things sort of touch and attach. And nothing sort of floats kind of willy-nilly. Oh, that was meant to go off the page, wasn't it? That little cluster. Yeah, should be right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is make sure this is sort of straight. I'm going to put my glue behind. But I'm actually not going to glue the be yourself. So we want to be able to put something like in the pocket. So maybe we just glue down the LF and the ING so they don't get ripped off the page, but we don't want to interfere with what's going in the pocket. But we do need to make sure that they're secure enough not to get ripped off our title when someone in 30, 40 years is pulling the thing out of the pocket to check out what it says, whatever it's going to be. And sometimes I do pockets and put nothing in them. Yeah. I just want the very bottom of that. Amelia has her audition this weekend for the Combined Schools musical. Well, her second audition. She's already got through one audition. This is her final audition, I think. I don't know. There might be another one. There may be another one after this. I'm not sure, but it's meant to be the final audition. Noah has been coaching her. He's done her choreography with her and he has coached her. Right. So, vellum. Vellum doesn't do adhesive. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to get my scissors and I'm going to remove this bit behind here because waste not, want not. Yep, don't waste it. Interesting fact, our new vellum printer is Japanese. It's a special Japanese printer. Had it for a little while, not long. We actually we had to get it when we got back from New Zealand because our previous one decided it didn't want to print vellum anymore, which it now just prints. Well,
it prints when the front PC decides to crash, so we need to use the back
yeah,
PC.
it prints some things, and sometimes it's amazing and sometimes it's not. But it mostly just is a document printer. It's a color document printer, but it's just only prints what it wants to print. So there we go. And let's wipe up the glue. So we're going to flip this over. Make sure there's no glue there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get tape. So tape is your friend when you're using vellum. I'm going to tape this here. Oh, we want to tape it so that the tape is hidden behind the vellum. Or behind the photo. I'm going to put another piece of chippy strip here so that the photo is actually attached to the background as well as the vellum. Just put that there and there. Let's remove that. So it is a little wrinkly because I have glued chippy strip to the vellum. So liquid glue is not your vellum friend. There used to be on the market, I don't know if it still is, a spray glue for vellum. Oh, it was not bad. It was not good. But it also didn't like our humidity here. But I'm sure, apparently it was really good in like Victoria, but it's now a lot more humid than it was when I first opened my store. It's more humid in Australia everywhere than it was 22.5 years ago when I opened my store. So I'm going to say it may not be a good idea everywhere. Now, I've got a smush there. Look at that. Bad Alicia. Okay, so we've got these two up here. So we've got this one. So let's put this one sort of here. I'm just checking the script writing is the right way up. And then I'm going to put this one like there. But there's no tape. I haven't taped that corner. That's brilliant. We did walk around and explore. So when we were waiting for because we arrived just a little early to Team Lab Planets in Tokyo, we the night we were meant to be there was that last Saturday night, and so we went for a walk and we found an old steam train, like an old loco a little one, and it was a real one. And then we found this beautiful boardwalk along, it's on a man-made island, a beautiful boardwalk along the waterway, and we were going along there and it was really lovely. And then these people on the other side started, I thought they were sparklers at first. They did appear to be sparklers at first. But then what was sparklers all of a sudden became crackers and rockets. So, yep, we did an exit from there because the peace and tranquility quickly became non-peaceful. Okay, I'm gonna fix this up because that is like so crooked. It was ridiculous. It was really crooked. We're not going to replace that other piece. You can live without it. See? That is the beauty of tape. Oh, it's not perfect. It'll be right. So then we're going to put this one sort of here. Like there. So there. Let's get the tea roller. Put glue on that. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you can't see it. It's really most likely not there. Okay, let's and then stick that little leaf in there. Look at that. Oh, crud. Did I say that? We were down at East Shores doing our walk this afternoon, and there was it was a Korean ship, South Korean naval ship in dock because they're doing the exercise. I think it's been on everyone's news. Maybe it's only on our news. Okay, let's put the last bit in. I don't know how long this has taken. I like that there.
Okay, so tonight's kit is $23.95. Sorry.
Oh, actually, I think I want to put chippy strip on that one. What is it? $23.95.
Yeah.
And what do you get? 2 pattern papers.
£2 paper is a piece of cardstock, sheet of pockets, sheet of vellum, a full colour cut, and a full chipboard, size 4. So you could get another page out of that,
Definitely, probably get another page.
or 2 cards, maybe even 3 cards.
Possibly. Well, you just need to add cardstock or a base to get something else out of it. I'm going to do a map. I've got some train maps. I'm going to do a map and I'm going to put a dot for every train station we went through. Not that the train went through, but that we got off at or walked through, like walked from one to another. I think it'd be very interesting because we traversed Tokyo. We did quite a lot of Tokyo on trains. Because we had ICOCA cards, which is the train pass card on our phones. This is not actually perfectly placement correct. The way I'm placing these, like they don't actually match as if they were all lined up, but they're more from an embellishment perspective. I know sometimes I get really particular about lining up my hexagons so they're all, you know, as if they're geometrically correct in their placement, but I'm not doing that tonight.
Okay, we're ready for these photos. Do, 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 do.
This is the back of the page.
Ooh, fancy.
As usual, the price of the kit tonight is the price of the kit tonight, and you can order a printout with it. But when the kit gets converted to our new system, the price will go up because it will come automatically with a picture. Just feeling like I need to have a bit of green there.
Here we go. Excuse us. Hey. Okay.
Oops.
I just
Not
that
going to plan. You just watched it, knew what was going to happen, didn't you?
pretty much. It was like slow-mo for me. It's like...
What we? Oh, it was when. Oh, it was only just before we left, wasn't it? Was it the day? Was it the week before? A week before we left, or the day? 2 days before we left, that your best friend from Ireland, was in the store.
3 days before we left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good fun.
It was a surprise visit. It was a flying visit, but it was a surprise visit.
Good. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if that's true. Should be right.
Okay. Thank you. I got your finger in it.
move. Thank you. I have moved. Okay.
I could put a butterfly on my mistake.
Well, if you do that, that's up to you. But then I'll just change it to custom color cut.
Don't do that.
Because then it will be custom. I do like it how it is.
With the butterflies? Or without?
Without. I could have noticed with myself. What do you like?
I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think? You think you need to change the price of your kit?
I need to go and take it offline. And I need to take new photos.
What do you think?
Start gluing.
Start gluing. I think I'm going to glue them flat.
For a reason.
Okay, the price of the kit's about to go up.
It's going down.
What's that?
The kit for the moment.
It's coming down off the website.
Yeah.
And these are going to be just... They're just going to be flat.
Now $28.95. Stay activated. Again.
I like that. Oh, sorry. I've stopped reading the comments. I was so busy making the page. Da-da-da. Yeah, this videos are great. Yeah, I know. I was not very organized, Mel. You're welcome for the glasses. It was lovely. Yep. Love the wrinkled texture. Looking good. Very pretty. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you, Karen. It's very interesting hearing about your trip. My sister is going to Japan in September. She will love it.
Have you stuck them down now?
I would go back to Japan in a heartbeat. Maybe in autumn, though, not summer. It was hot, hot, hot. Yes, very hot in summer.
Have you stuck them down?
That corner really doesn't want anything stuck in it. No. Thank you, Di. Butterflies look good. Without. Oh, no. Deborah said without. And some people said I love the butterflies. But I like how it turned out.
Well, the kit is now live.
The video doesn't really do the title justice because it's just a reflection of the colours. It's very metallic-y. This flower was the rest of this flower up here. And this hexagon's the rest of this one. And this bit of hexagon here is from this hexagon here. Oh no, it's from this one in the end because we lost a bit with that one. I trashed it. So there we go. Turned out pretty good, I think. And journaling on like a little piece of white or a piece of colour tucked in the pocket. And then a date down here, which I think that's 2020 in the backyard with bubbles.
I think so. I think it's part of my homework.
I think it is part of their homework. I think it was PT, physical training section on the timetable. Thank you, Margaret and Mel. Thank you, Tina and Meg. Thank you, everyone. Let's put this straight and see if it looks straight. Oh, nearly 2 hours. Probably time for me to depart. I'm very tired, I will say that. I am very tired.
Cool page.
Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Tina. Great first page back, yeah. Oh, it's my second. I did a class last night. We actually arrived not less than an hour before I did this. I did a class last night.
Did a reel about that class today.
There you go. I've got a class on Sunday night as
I
well.
didn't mention what it was.
Yeah, so there we go. I will. Thank you, everyone. Yes, and good night. And my video. Oh, I didn't put my little chunk of paper in to make my video straight.
I'll tell you that. Click out of your thing.
Yep. Thank you, back. So take care, stay safe, everyone, and see you soon. I suppose we'll be doing a weekly roundup tomorrow. But yeah, we were at work very early this morning because we had a building and pest inspection for the sale of our buildings. So we'll see how that goes. It did stall for 3.5 weeks, the sale. Not us, not caused by us. But I think we're back on track again now. So we'll see how that all goes and we'll keep you in the loop. Yes. Night, Glenda. Night, Beck. Night, everybody. So thank you all. Take care, stay safe, and talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you.